All right, y'all. I got something I want to talk about real quick, and I thought I would talk about this from my main channel. And the reason why is because you have people who are willing to say anything to make themselves look better and to make themselves look smarter. But in reality, they're saying something very stupid. So, first of all, let me give y'all a little plug. I am running a flash sale uh, on my readings until 11 a.m. in case you're interested in that. Um, and I did put up a video on that. Okay. So you can contact me for a confidential reading. Okay. So I just recently broke it off with for good an extremely volatile, chaotic, silly, unintelligent male who it is such a relief to be done with. I wish that he would stop harassing social media with his voice because nothing that comes out of his mouth makes any sense. So, first of all, he's a huge liar. He makes up these stories because he has an obsession with food, which, by the way, this guy is at least 150 pounds overweight. My ex is morbidly obese. So, but I think that, and he used to be more overweight than that. He used to be really big, and he's only 5'3". Okay. I don't know if his mother didn't seek the assistance that she needed, um, or something was happening to where he had a lot of hunger as a child. Maybe she abused him and denied him food. I'm not sure. He does have a obsession with food, right? He has an obsession with it. So he makes up stories surrounding food. So he went live yesterday and told a story that was a complete and total lie. He claimed that he came over to my extended stay where I was staying in an extended stay but yet homeless at the same time. I don't know how you can be staying in an extended stay and homeless at the same time, but whatever. That's his logic, and who cares? He claims that he came over here and that me and my family were eating sardines for dinner. Now, of course, this was a lie. In fact, I actually went live probably like over a month ago showing that I was getting ready to eat a snack of sardines with crackers. I love sardines, especially the ones in oil. Now, I don't know what was wrong with these people, but they tried to shame me for eating sardines. Sardines are actually very nutritious and good for you. Sardines are basically like a superfood. They are so good for your health. Okay. And I love them. I eat sardines as a snack. So I was not only eating sardines as a snack, but my spirits also like for me to make them offerings of sardines. This is no joke. Okay. So he makes up this story around it. His little friends came online and tried to shame me for eating sardines, even though these people are some of the sickest and unhealthiest people. Keep in mind, they are constantly harassing us. He's constantly harassing us about our diet, but every single time you see him, and his family on camera. They are very overweight, very morbidly obese. He even put up a refaced picture of his daughter. His daughter is what, 16, 17 years old, and this girl is factually very overweight. Nobody in my family is overweight. My daughters who live in Kansas City, they are all a normal weight and very healthy. My sons and myself, I used to be a little overweight because I was dealing with his, bad energy. But I've even slimmed down a whole lot. And so these extremely unhealthy, morbidly obese people are in social media constantly harassing me and my family about food, especially him, and trying to shame us for eating a healthy snack. Sardines is a very healthy snack. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of flaky salt, just a little bit, on the sardines, and I like to eat them by themselves or either on some crackers. I love sardines. They are delicious and they are nutritious. That's just like when, okay, sardines, you can go to the grocery store and they've got a variety. The chicken of the sea sardines, you can get them for $1 or two. Okay. You know, I eat sardines, but you know what? Sometimes I eat $70 sushi. I like sardines, but I also like sashimi. I also like salmon roll. I love me some salmon roll. Okay. I listen. Um, we haven't eaten sardines for dinner. We eat that as a snack. And see, this is what I'm talking about these butthurt men out in social media. Um, Trying to make me look like a neglectful mother constantly when they are unhealthy. My ex just admitted, he's not an ex. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to call him. He just admitted to having high blood pressure. He could use, he could add sardines to his diet. In fact, it would probably lower his blood pressure. In fact, he told me that while he was in Jamaica and lost power, that he had to eat sardines to survive. Sardines are delicious, especially you get the ones in the oil. They're delicious and they are a superfood. But see, that's just like they tried to shame me. These people are insane. They tried to shame me for eating bone marrow. Have you ever heard of the next level ignorance? Can they even spell bone marrow to put it in their search box to go and look at how so many people love to eat bone marrow? It's delicious. They call it God's butter. You take it, you season it, you bake it, or either you can put it. People cook it different ways. You can add sugar on top and take a blowtorch, and I've seen people have like creme brulee. These are They tried to shame me for enjoying bone marrow. Bone marrow is actually very nutritious and it's delicious. You can spread it on crackers. I'm sorry, bread, like toasted bread as butter to replace butter, or you can just eat it. Not to mention, it's another superfood. It's good for you. A lot of people love it. If you go to a restaurant and order bone marrow, you're going to pay some money. They tried to shame me for eating bone marrow, and they still say it to this day. But yet they try to make themselves seem like experts on everything. When you are trying to sound smart, but yet the information that you're giving out is incorrect, either you are just dumb or you're trying to purposely miseducate people. One or the other. In fact, bone marrow soup, you can actually buy bone marrow soup. There are some people that use bone marrow broth to cook their meat in instead to add extra nutrition to it. So listen, I don't mesh well with you people. So I guess eating pizzas and burgers every night, that's what we should be eating all day. I should get up and have eggs and sausage and bacon. And for lunch, I should have some McDonald's or some fried chicken from Kentucky Fried Chickens. Or at night, I should have a pizza. So I think it's ridiculous. And I think that these people need to get out of social media. That's what I think. Because everything that they say is stupid and everything that they say can be debunked easily. So, sardines, if you go to any grocery store, they're available and they're very abundant and they're delicious and they're a snack that you can eat anytime. You just have to be careful because the liquid is very fishy smelling, but it's delicious. Why would you try to negate people away from eating something that's good for them? So what, am I supposed to stop eating sardines? In fact, tomorrow I'm going to eat some fucking sardines. I'm going to eat more sardines because they're good for you. Look it up, Google it. Look up the nutritional facts for sardines. They are amazing for your health. They have omega 3s in them. They have fatty acids in them. They have protein. Why wouldn't you want to eat sardines? If you're smart, you'll eat sardines. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't like them, you just don't like them, which is fine. But I like them. So why are these people trying to shame me for what I eat? Is it because of what they eat? And it's like, who raised you? That you know that it's in poor taste to look at somebody's food and say that it looks nasty? Who raised these people? Why are you dissecting what people are eating? And why would you make up a story behind it? And why would you try to make it seem like it's abuse to feed your kids something healthy? That's sick. And my son loves sardines. My younger son, he loves them. It's not a poor food. It's not a food of the poor. It's just a healthy and nutritious and delicious snack. I swear, it's really annoying. And these people have been doing this for years. And then also calling CPS and filing false reports because they're very mentally ill. Now, are they going to shame me and call me a bad mother for eating sardines? You sending those kids through that. Well, what were we going to eat as a snack? Pizza, potato chips, McDonald's? What the fuck? Oh, you sending those kids through that. You had them eating sardines. And the dude that I just heard trying to shame me is literally swollen fat too. You can tell that he's suffering from liver and kidney problems. It's absolutely disgusting. I would never hang around people like this. Not ever. People like them. I don't mesh with them. And I'm being subjected to these types of people because of this ignorant man who needs to be, I'm sorry, you need to be in jail. You do. I shouldn't have to be bothered with these people. That's so ridiculous. You actually tried to shame somebody for eating sardines. Are you freaking kidding me? And I'm abusing my children because of that. While they come online and try to distract and disrupt my business, by the way. Can you say losers? These people are complete and total losers. So I love sardines. Sometimes when I want to, sardines actually, for some reason, they have a very relaxing, calming effect on me too. So I'll just grab a can and enjoy my snack and be relaxed. These people are constantly eating fat, which is nothing wrong with eating fat. Honestly, fat is actually good for you. Depends on how you do it, right? But they're constantly eating pig feet, all this stuff that's not good for them. They got high blood pressure. They're very angry people. And you think you gonna mess with me? Because I can promise you I'm gonna continue to eat sardines. I'll go to the store and buy like 10 things of them. I don't like the ones in mustard sauce. I don't like the ones in Louisiana hot sauce. I like the sardines in oil. That's what I eat. Love them. Love them. They're a nutritious snack. They relax me. What's your problem? Oh, because I'm not 500 pounds? Because my ex weighs 500 pounds. He's huge. He's humongous. He tries to eat his emotions away. So he just sits and eats and eats and eats. This dude eats so much that he has destroyed his gallbladder. Absolutely destroyed it. In fact, sardines would be good to heal your gallbladder. He needs to eat lighter foods. He needs to stop eating all those heavy red meats and stuff. He needs to start eating more chicken. But he's not going to do it because he's trying to kill himself. Okay? Seriously. Right? Yeah. He always cooks his food way too salty. Way too salty. He fills his food up with salt and MSG because he likes to use accent, which I like to use accent too. But, and a lot of people do. Okay, it actually really brings out the flavor of the food. But, his food is overly salted. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't really know how to cook and he doesn't really know how to combine his spices. He just kind of throws stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? And cooking is an art form. It's not a thing where you just throw a bunch of stuff in there like it's a science behind cooking. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a lack of intelligence that these people have. It's a lack of knowledge that these people have. They lack wisdom. They lack coof. They lack class. That is a fact that they lack that. And they don't have anything to talk about whatsoever. They don't have anything to talk about. But the problem is that since it's so many very overweight, unhealthy, very angry people in their group, that's why I said, I'm sorry, I just don't partake in it. Like, I feel sorry for anybody that just sits and listens to that for hours. And these people go live for hours spewing garbage and filth and waste to the public. This is what they do. Am I responsible for these people? No, I'm not. I don't have to be bothered. It's not up to me to necessarily bring them down. Trust me, they'll bring themselves down. It's so stupid. And keep in mind also, this is the antics of an abusive man. And we've seen them all. An abusive man will shame you just for going outside. I don't like abusive men. I put curses on abusive men. I don't like you. Okay, you disgust me. I don't like abusive people, period. So whatever I do, even if I feed my kids a healthy snack, they want to shame you. That's exactly what narcissistic abusive men do. And I'm disgusted by them. And you know what? I don't let it stress me out every single bit. That's why he got high blood pressure. He just started taking high blood pressure medicine like a few years ago. Because you know what? Guess what? Every bit of stress that he tries to send to me and my family, I've been sending it back to him. Yeah, even when me and him was cool, I kept him at arm's length. Even when we was cool, even when he was coming to visit me at my house. If he ever bought anything negative to me, I would always send it back soon as he leave. Soon as he leaves, sometimes we would have sex, and I would feel a bad spirit, and I just send it right on back to him. He go home, I send it right back to him, and that's why he got to take blood pressure medicine. That's why y'all messed up. And it's not like every single day. These are the personality types that look for negativity. They search for it. They live for it. So it's not like because nobody really cares about them. Yeah, I'm just being honest. They don't get enough attention. When you're attention deprived, you're willing to do anything to get attention, even if it's negative. But I want to let you guys know before I go, do eat sardines. They're delicious and they're good for you. And also eat bone marrow. Bone marrow is excellent for your health. Okay. Again, logic. Is my ex's blood pressure medicine really going to do him any good? No, you can't take blood pressure medicine and then go and be extremely negative and constantly put yourself in negative, stressful situations doing it to yourself because just recently he did it to himself. Now he's playing victim because he's upset with me because I moved on. And he expected me to stay with him even though he was putting my family in danger and subjecting me to these ignorant people because he gave me some money. So he's now throwing a temper tantrum in social media. He's doing it to himself. But let me ask you a question. Why do you think that your blood pressure medicine is going to do you any good? It's not. You're still going to have a heart attack or a stroke. In fact, the blood pressure medicine is going to intensify the heart attack and the stroke because what you do every day is very stressful. And this is why I got somebody else. And I've been kind of staying away from him. We've been kind of staying away from each other because I'm working this situation out to get rid of this dude and his stress because don't nobody want to be bothered. Every time I go see my new boo, he is calm. He is relaxed. Oh my God, he reminds me of Shiva for some reason. I don't know why that man reminds me of Lord Shiva. He does. I can't talk about why he really reminds me of Lord Shiva, but he's just so calm. You know what I'm saying? And I just, and you can tell because he's around my age and he looks so young. Oh my God, his skin is beautiful. He just looks so young for his age, but he's around my age and he's gorgeous. Look at my ex. My ex looks like he's 85 or 90 years old. My ex, who goes around trying to tell everybody what to do, is 48 years old and he looks like he's in his 80s. For some reason, he believes that people in their 40s are very, very old. But in reality, it's because he's over there aging really fast because of his soul food, the food that he eats. He can't never stay on no diet. He never does that. He's been overweight for the longest. He's very overweight. His weight interferes with his sexual performance. Also, what does he do instead of losing weight, eating better, going to the gym, staying away from stress and drama? What does he do? He does this. So, we have, just FYI, we have a stove, we have a refrigerator, we have a kitchen sink, we have a bathroom, we have a fully functional small home until we move into our house. Don't listen to a damn thing that he says, ever. Okay? Because all he's going to do is put little bitty bugs in your ear. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. Do y'all know that when I was dealing with him and talking to him, it always felt like something was crawling around my ear? Do y'all know since I haven't spoken to him in over a month, I don't feel that sensation anymore? That's called spiritual parasites. He's a parasite, is what he is. Okay? So, yeah, we eat sardines as a snack. We eat popcorn as a snack too. We're going to make some Dubai chocolate soon too, homemade. We've got a full refrigerator. He's trying to stop food from coming into my house. So, this is the reason why I'm smart with my marketing. Okay? And it's just a sign whenever they get to acting a fool, it's time for me to do a flash sale. So just a shameless plug. I got a flash sale going on right now. Okay, no shade to nobody. It's all good. I'm just a smart businesswoman. Okay, it's preposterous though. It's That's just like somebody saying that salmon roe or caviar is abuse. I order sushi all the time. And my youngest son, I don't really let him eat that because sushi is raw and you know what I'm saying? But it's still good for you. Okay, it is. It's still very good for you. And a lot of my ancestors, I have ancestors that are Japanese, that are Korean, actually, and they have a very good diet. I remember watching one of my favorite Korean, like, mukbangers, and he cooks. And my ex was like, ooh, he, uh, that looks disgusting what he's cooking. You know, them Korean people, they are really extremely nasty people. They are just nasty people. But he comes online every other day talking about eating feces, but those people are nasty and disgusting. Right, right. He's extremely unhealthy. Okay. Fat, overweight, tries to project his weight to other people. He kept calling me fat yesterday. But he won't show his body, will he? Nope, because he's very overweight. Okay. So the mukbanger that I was watching, this Korean dude is very healthy. He's very healthy, not overweight, and he gonna tell him what to eat. When this dude is overweight, on high blood pressure medicine, and then also has early onset signs of diabetes because he has in his inner thighs, he's got like silvery dry skin. He's got a lot of impurities in his body. He's filled with toxins. Then here's the kicker. Dude is an alcoholic, y'all. He drinks from the time he wakes up in the morning until he goes to sleep. He drinks all day, every day, vodka. He'll pour up a glass with vodka and put a splash of juice in it. Yet he's going to tell somebody what's good for them. He's involved with a sector of people who are certainly headed to prison. Those people are headed to prison. He's going to tell somebody about life and get life advice, but he drove 3 hours to go fight somebody away from his family, away from his children, away from his wife, and almost got himself killed. And is now displaying symptoms of, I think one of the people called it CTE. He's showing and displaying signs of brain damage. He went down to fight somebody in that sector and got beat up really bad, but he's going to give somebody life advice. Everybody should listen to him. In which I don't give life advice. I'm not a life coach. I'm a spiritual advisor. That's a totally different thing. Why is he comparing himself to me? You know what? The reality of it is that he's a Gemini, right? And he's not a good Gemini, because I know a lot of extremely intelligent and amazing Gemini people. I do. They're out there. It's just that when you have an issue with a Gemini, it's a real issue, right? Anyway, but he don't want to listen to nobody about nothing, but yet he's sitting there eating pork fat, getting fatter, drinking every day, involving himself in stupidity, stressful situations, negativity constantly. He don't have not one sage stick at his house. He don't do nothing to negate from that stuff. He does nothing, right? But everybody's supposed to listen to him. And I'm supposed to have him unblocked so that every once in a while, when he gets overloaded with negativity, I'm supposed to let him project all that negativity to me, like projectile vomit. I don't think so. That's why he's blocked. That's why he's going to stay blocked. That's why he's never going to see me again. Okay? Because I am a sage, right? But it's too much. He's filled with too much negativity. I even tried to cleanse him in 2019. Of course, I tried to do a cleanse on him. Guess what happened? The First of all, the candle wouldn't stay lit, and the wax turned black and brown, and it was a white candle. So I'm not gonna be your dumping ground. It's pretty much, oh, here's some negativity, take care of that. No, I'm not your garbage man. He's disgusting. Okay, so ladies, if your kids will eat sardines on some crackers, feed it to them. It's good for them. If they like it, put a little bit of you. You ain't even got to put a little bit of. I just like to put a little bit of extra salt on it, because the body does need a certain amount of salt. It does. You put it on some crackers. Oh, they love it. It's good for you. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying? You can even do it like the Koreans do it, and have some sardines on some rice. Just make you some rice and put some sardines on top of it. Very nutritious meal. I'm sorry. Everything that this dude says is going to be debunked. And you're not smarter than me. You're not stronger than me just because you're a man. Okay? So that's what I've been talking about with that misogyny. It's disgusting. I hate it. It ain't nothing but a bunch of stress and stupidity, and I am done with it. I don't have time for that. Anyway, guys, y'all go to the website. I'll have it updated on my website. The prices until 11 a.m. on readings. Okay. And guess what, ladies, right now, I'm going to tell you something. If you are with somebody that is even remotely close to what I'm describing in this person, get out. Get out. Okay? Get out now. Find you somebody else. Don't stay with no man that's like that. Because a man like that is going to end up in the gutter. And he's going to drag you there with him. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Blessings. Bye bye.